Hello everyone, welcome back to Undermate. We are almost done here. All we have to do is get an alternate ending, maybe? I'm actually not too sure, but let's go ahead and load our game right here. Now we get a choice. We can either go to Papyrus like we originally did, or we could take a look through the ruins. Fine, my child, if you want to walk out of this room into the corridor, the entrance door will be at the right. The ruins aren't very large, and they're mostly entirely composed of, ruins. As I recently said, don't be afraid to communicate with locals. If something happens, they will tell you the way if you don't know where to go. Also, everyone knows the way to my house, so it won't be... Yeah, I got it. I'll see you soon, Toriel. Take care of yourself, my child. Alright. So now, let's go ahead and begin. Welcome to the depths of the ruins. Since the 8th human left, all traps have been fully deactivated and removed. Now most of the areas are residential. Please respect locals and do not litter. Thank you for your attention. As Toriel said, there were long corridors with rooms everywhere. But despite this, each room was unique and the corridors never repeated. It was light, although I couldn't see light sources. The walls ran cracked in some places. The bushes of climbing plants were hanging from ceilings. I saw a sign on the wall and moved closer. I could read everything written on it. I looked closely. I read this to everyone. Traps? What traps are they talking about? Though, maybe it doesn't matter now if they're already removed. I walked away from the sign and continued on my way. Some rooms were in the middle, just space in the corridor, and barely visible holes in the wall, and something resembling windows. Perhaps the locals live here? There was nobody around, so quiet and peaceful. I turned again and got out of the hallway into the next room. Ooh, I became worried because the room had 3 passes, and one of them I got out right now. Don't want to get lost. Where do they lead? I looked to see if there's someone who I can ask for directions. Fortunately, not far away, I noticed a girl looking at a pile of leaves. She was all in white. White dress, white shoes, even the hair was white. And these antennas! No doubt she was a local. Not to waste time, I went over and called her. Excuse me. The girl turned around and looked at me. I walked closer to her. Hello? Are you local, aren't you? I wanted to know where to go. Well, what? Huh? Well, what? I failed to finish the sentence as the girl started crying. I was scared. Have I done something to offend her? What happened? Why are you crying? I said something wrong? I'm sorry. I tried to comfort her, but she cried even more. I started to panic, but at this point, we were approached by some guy. I heard some crying. What's the matter? I don't know. I just wanted to ask, but... What? Frog it! Whimsun. Oh no, not again. The guy walked closer to the girl, pulling a handkerchief from her pants pocket and wiping tears from her face. I'm still not recovered from the shock. I made something wrong? It's okay. She acts like that when she sees some people. Or anything moving. Subs! The girl stepped back and stood a bit over Froggen's back, glancing at me sideways. So, how can I help you? Actually, I wanted to ask where to go. Don't want to get lost. The right corridor continues onto the branches of the ruins. There are still several rooms, including residential areas. If you go down the left corridor, you'll pass several rooms and get out to the meadow with flowers under a cliff. Got it, thanks. I thanked them and apologized again for Whimsun for the fact that I disturbed her. She was embarrassed, but also apologized for such a violent reaction. Well, we gotta go. Good luck. Okay. We said goodbye to each other and left a clean soul. I continued my way along the left corridor. I walked forward until the grass started to creak under my feet. I finally went out to the meadow. Ooh. This room was different from the others. Here it was clearly visible that it's a cave. Its ceiling was very high. It seemed that at any moment it may collapse. Probably for the same reason, the perimeter of the room, closer to the wall, was filled with a circle of columns, the ends of which disappeared under the ceiling. I looked up. Sunlight was barely shining, and it was possible to distinguish between barely visible outlines of the cave. I think it's the place where I fell, but how I survived. In the center of the room, at a short distance from the base of the column, stretched a meadow with golden flowers. Did they soften my fall? Hard to believe. There's something dark in the center of the meadow. I came to examine the subject closer. In the middle lay an embossed dark matter. I pushed it with my hand on its top. It's soft. Seriously? It's just a usual soft mattress. Under it was another one, inflatable. Did I fall on it? That explains why I did not die. I also examined part of the cave behind the mattress. As quiet as in the rest of the ruins. Toriel said, I can't meet her son. Maybe he already went back? Already awake. Suddenly, a voice surrounded from somewhere. I did not expect this, and jumped aside. From the side of the two columns, to the right of me, came a guy about my age. He held a small bouquet of golden flowers. Asriel! I immediately put on the fact that this is Toriel's son. They were just too similar. Huh, you scared me. Sorry, didn't expect to see you here. How are you? Much better, thanks. Well, it's cool. He shifted the bouquet in his left hand, handed the other one to me. I shook his hand in response. My name's Asriel. I'm sure you met my mom. She sent you here, didn't she? Yeah, she said you were wandering here. I thought so. I can bet she also fed you with her pie. Yeah, I really liked it. Mom's food always turns out delicious. Wild horses couldn't drag you away from it. Why would wild horses drag me away? Ha ha ha, that's true. Asriel walked a little and sat down on the grass near the flowers. I sat on the edge of the mattress. Be careful, or another human will fall down right on you. Ha 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 ha. And do they often fall in here? Not really, actually. You're the second who fell here lately. And who was the first? Before you fell, there was this human called Frisk. Their fate was similar to yours. I can't tell you more right now. Ask Toriel or one of the brothers later, if you want. Brothers? Who are they? You'll find out soon. You know, everyone is going to our house in the evening to decide your fate. Yes, I've heard about it from Toriel. To be honest, I'm a little worried. Hey, just take it easy. Nobody will hurt you here. Kara? For a moment, I thought I saw someone moving behind Asriel. A strange feeling stuck in my head. Guess Asriel felt something too. You know, won't hurt you, yeah, and stuff. But just in case, don't go here alone, okay? Don't ask me why. Just don't go, okay? The incident alarmed me, but I soon forgot about it. You never know what it could be. Maybe I was just not fully recovered from the fall. I made a promise to Asriel. Okay, I'm not going here alone. Thanks. Soon we were just sitting together on the grass and talking about different things. After a while, Asriel rised up from the grass and gave me his hand, helping to rise after him. We decided it was time to return and left the meadow, returning to the corridors. How do you like the ruins? I like it a lot. Everything is so unusual. Was it hard to find the meadow? I remembered meeting the two locals smiled guiltily. Well, I was a little confused when I saw the divarication. Huh? Noticed a girl nearby and decided to ask for directions, but she burst into tears. Fortunately, a guy came and called her. He even showed me the way. Oh, I know those two. Poor Winsome. She is very insecure and shy, like a moth. If sometimes happens, starts to tremble like an aspen leaf, and quickly bursts into tears. Fortunately, she has a good friend, Frog. Always helps support Winsome and comforts her when it is required. I hope that she will become more confident with time. Truthfully, magical people are very sensitive and fragile in nature. Some of them just hide it. Oh, that's the case, I see. I haven't thought about everything. It's like that. How do they lead their existence in the underground? Guess life hit them hard. The rest of the trip we spent in silence and soon came to the house. Back to Toriel's house. We went to the living room. Pie was already on the table, filling the room with a sweet smell. I breathed in deeply. If I wanted to eat, my stomach just would have growled. Mom, we're back! Toriel walked towards to meet us. With someone I don't know. Papyrus! So we're meeting Papyrus for the first time this time because it's kind of like an alternate history a little bit. Welcome back. Hi, Asriel. Hi, Papyrus. Human, are you awake? How are you? Almost everyone here shows me any attention. I don't know why, but it makes me happy. I'm fine, thanks. Papyrus smiled. Such a sincere smile. My name is Papyrus. Nice to meet you, determined one. I smiled in response. Same. Then I remembered I wanted to ask Toriel about the upcoming meeting. What about the meeting you told me earlier about Toriel? The meeting is about to begin, my child. There are just several people missing. Everyone will be here soon. Just wait a little bit more. If you need something, you'll be in the kitchen. So I think at this point, everything is back to the way it was before in the other timeline. Sans comes in. He's covered in ketchup, not blood. And they talk about what they're going to do with us. Now, if you missed any of this, if you're seeing this episode first for some reason, the last episode we went over all of this. They ended up letting us live, not killing us, which is good. And if there's nothing else new, that should be the end. But we do have a little bit more content. And that's the end of this demo. So there is nothing new. That was everything. But I do want to look into the actual game files. Now we can go to the dream section and we see we have Hasgor. I'm guessing we're supposed to have a dream, but we didn't. This is all just going to be speculation about the future. We saw Kara show up as if they're going to play a part. And remember, we didn't find our soulmate. And our soul charm, whatever, never activated near anyone that we saw. So it couldn't have been Kara. It couldn't have been anyone we've seen like Toriel or Whimsum or whomever. So if we look at more of the pictures, we actually have two characters. We have Alphys and we have Gaster. Very mysterious that Gaster is going to show up in the story later. What's his role? Is he going to reveal something about Sans and Papyrus? That's kind of cool. It's already been drawn. I'm sure the story's being worked on. Alphys, on the other hand, how do you play a part? Is that our soulmate? Or is it Undyne's soulmate? Undyne is not in here. We've seen the rest of these characters. And we've seen pretty much everything else that's within... Oh, the butterscotch pie. That's all I want right there. But we've pretty much seen everything else. So I don't know when the next update of the game is going to be, but I will definitely play it. I'm interested to see where these characters go. Because this to me is like almost canon. They're human. They're more relatable than the actual ones because they're kind of monsters. But I don't know. I really like it. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. LiNX4 out.